What is going on, everyone? PlatsDoneFast. Yeah, this is Sly Cooper again. I'm so excited for this. This was a lot more fun to do than the Black Ops series. I don't even know if I'm going to continue that, to be honest, because I just enjoy doing this one a lot more. But if you guys would be disappointed by that, let me know. But yeah, so we're back on Sly Cooper. This is part 2 of Muggshot's world, so part 4 overall. And yeah, we're just going to get all the bottles, and we'll take him out in this episode. So yeah, let's just get on with what I'm going to talk about. I have a huge channel update that I want to bring up, and I want to get your guys' opinions on it. So when I first started this channel, I was just going to do a lot of series. I don't know what the plural is to series, but I was just going to do a bunch of those, and I was just going to upload them, and just, you know, show me getting the platinum throughout the whole game. But I'm starting to stray away from that idea a little bit. I'm thinking about doing something a little different. I'm thinking about doing like a road to 1,000 platinums, or like a road to 20 platinums or something like that. And I could pretty much upload whatever like happens that's really cool in a game. So, if I was going for a multiplayer trophy on COD and I did something really good, I'd upload that. If I was like going for something in Ratchet and Clank and something cool happened, I'd upload that. And you know, it would still be like a decent length video. I'm not just going to do like little clips. And I'm still going to do my same commentary style. But of course I would still continue like the same series that I've been doing. Besides, maybe not Black Ops, but I would definitely continue this series. I love this series. And I would definitely do series on games that I just think are just fun to watch. I don't think Black Ops is as fun to watch as I thought it was. And like I've been watching it back and I'm just like, it's alright, but I'm not getting the same, you know, fun out of doing Black Ops than I am of this game. But I could do other games that are a lot of fun. I'm thinking about starting a series on Little Big Planet, or maybe even like Ratchet and Clank. There's an HD collection now that has like 1 platinum in it. And I could do like I love Up Your Arsenal. If you've never played Ratchet and Clank, that game is fantastic. But yeah, so I'm thinking about doing like series like that instead of just, you know, instead of Call of Duty, to be honest. I want something fun to watch. I don't want something that's... But, I mean, if that bothers any of you and you really like the Black Ops series, let me know, because I'm still doing this for you guys. And I'm really enjoying what I'm doing so far. I'm liking where the channel's going. My subs seem to be pretty active, and, you know, I'm gaining them at a faster rate than I thought I would. So I think it's going great so far. But I just want to do something a little different. And yeah, I just want to run it by you guys first. One improvement I also want to make to this channel is to make it more interactive from me to my subs. I appreciate you guys watching the videos and liking the videos, and you're active in that way, but I want it to be completely interactive, as in like, I would like it for you guys to actually help me earn trophies. Like, for example, if I ever did like a series on Modern Warfare 2, well, not a series, I wouldn't probably do a series on this, but if I ever did like Modern Warfare 2 or 3, and you guys would want to like help me get the Spec Ops or something like that, that'd be really cool. I could do like a Spec Ops with sub series, and you guys would get a little bit of time on my channel. You could talk about your channel if you have one or not, or even if I did like shoutouts or something when I get a little bigger. I just want to do something that, you know, goes back to the community a little bit and is more interactive with you guys than you guys just watching my videos and commenting and liking and stuff like that. I appreciate all that, but I think it'd be a lot more cool if it was like an interactive channel, and it'd be something a little different. I don't want to just be like another Let's Play channel. I want to do something different, but I'm still trying to figure out what that is, and I think that would be a really cool way to do something a little bit different. So yeah, just let me know what you think of these ideas. I think they're pretty cool, but I mean, it all goes back to you guys. And give me some of your ideas if you have any that I could improve on this channel. Constructive criticism is always welcome. And yeah, that's all I'm asking. So that's enough about me talking about this channel update. I'm just going to start talking about something random, which today I'm going to talk about things that people confuse me about. Like, I don't understand some things that people do. And I'm just going to give my reasons why I don't get it. My first one, I guess, would be, like, kids my age. They always want to drive for some reason. And even when their parents are, like, in the car, they drive, and they drive their parents around. Why? I don't know why you would do that, seeing that you can just get a free ride. I mean, I prefer sitting in the back of the car with my headphones in, listening to music and not really caring where we're going. But if you're driving, you can't even really do that. And if your parents are in the car, you're not going to listen to, like, dirty, filthy dubstep like I normally would. I mean, I'm not going to put that on and, like, make them suffer through that. Even though I really should. Like, if they ever force me to drive, I should throw on some nasty dubstep. Just so that they never force me to drive again. Yeah, I'm going to do that next time. Well, my dad also hates U2, and my mom hates Rush. So I could just throw them on, too. I got to get some of them on my iPod. Oh, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. Like, a few days ago, my dad was like, oh, yeah, we're going up to the bowling alley. You're driving. I was like, what? I don't want to drive. But I was driving because he said I was driving. And that's what I'm going to do next time. That's actually a great idea. Could also put on, like, some hardcore screamo. I got some issues on my iPod. They're not overkill, though. I need something that's, like, overkill, like, obnoxious. And I don't really listen to too much screamo, but my friend Zach does. And by the way, shout out to Zach. Nicely done at Nationals, man. And you don't even watch these videos, but still shouting you out, man. Won the speed skating nationals juniors. That's impressive. That is really impressive. But he listens to a ton of screamo, and I could find something really obnoxious from him. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do next time I drive the car. But why do people my age decide to just drive? Like, I don't get any enjoyment out of it at all. It's just like going from point A to B. I think the first 2 weeks I was like, oh, okay, this is fun. But if your parents are in the car, they, like, criticize every little move you make. And I don't know why they do that. But, yeah, that's the first one. My second one, I guess, would be, why do people like Nutella? Nutella is not even good. And people talk about it like they've been eating it for 20 years. Like, my friends are like, oh, yeah, Nutella's so good. It's amazing. I never heard of it until about, like, last year, and now everyone's saying how amazing it is. So don't say how amazing something is if you're just getting into it. You know, it hasn't been out that long. Like, I don't understand, you know, where the craze all of a sudden is coming from. It's not like it's even healthy. You're eating freaking chocolate and hazelnuts, which I guess hazelnuts are alright, but it's freaking chocolate and hazelnuts. And they make it seem on the commercials like, oh, it's all natural ingredients. Anything all natural is something that comes from this earth that isn't processed. I mean, sugar's all natural, and that's not the best for you. And so's chocolate, and that's not the best for you. But, I mean, that makes no sense at all. And, you know, and then you had the people that buy, like, only Nature Valley bars, and, like, yeah, sure, it's all natural. You think you're eating something better for you, but they're still processing it. They're just using all natural ingredients, which includes anything that you find outside. They could, like, be throwing grass in there, and it's, like, all natural. But I don't understand that. And why? Why Nutella? Like, why not peanut butter? Peanut butter is amazing. And at least peanut butter's been out a while. And, you know, I don't get it. I don't get that whole craze at all. I just don't think it tastes good on anything. Like, the first bite you have of it, you're like, alright, this is okay. And then after that, it's just the worst. And I don't get it. I don't really like the texture to it. It's like trying to be peanut butter, but it's like not. And I don't know. I guess they tried to make an alternative for it, and it just confuses me why people like it. I don't know. If one of you like it out there that's actually watching this, tell me why. Like, I don't know. I just don't get the whole appeal to it. So there's number 2. Moving on to number 3. It's something I'm guilty of, you know? Why do you talk in a different accent to different people? Like my buddy Nick, like, I'll talk to him in some stupid little accent. Like, hey, yo, Vader, or something stupid like that. And I don't get that. I don't get it. I'm guilty of it, and that's what it irritates me. Like, why with some people I talk differently than I talk to other people? Like, here, you know, I talk the same way every single time. But I probably sounded a little different on the Fun Friday video I did with Nick because I was talking to Nick. Yeah, I don't know. And, like, another friend of mine, like Ryan, I just talk to him in the stupidest accent. Like, we try to go, like, half Brooklyn and, like, half Bronx. It's just weird. It's a weird accent, and, like, I don't understand it. And some people do that with, like, a lot of people. Some people just, like, talk in different accents, like, just because they can. Like, even I remember when I was a kid and I watched Ed, Edd n Eddy, I talked like Ed for about a week straight, just because I could. And I don't know why. Like, why do people just decide, you know, to speak differently just because they can? And that makes zero sense to me. So yeah, there's number 3. Number 4. Why don't people like dubstep? That's something I don't understand. A lot of people are completely against it, and I think I know why, but it still makes no sense to me. Like, I think the first thing they heard was probably Scary Monsters and Nice Sprites from Skrillex. By the way, if you haven't heard dubstep, just look it up. You either love it or you hate it. I personally love it, and a lot of people love it, but like it's pretty obnoxious at times. Just look it up. But probably the first thing they heard was Scary Monsters and Nice Sprites, and they just heard the in the background and just like the random noises, and that was probably just an immediate turn off for them. When, you know, dubstep going back was like a really cool, just kind of like chill music, but you know, now it's turned into, because of Skrillex, this whole like obnoxious, you know, whole thing. But I still like Skrillex, and you know, if people don't like dubstep because of Skrillex, I'm still confused about that. You know, listen to some of his like better stuff. Like, don't listen to Scary Monsters. That song's not that good. A few songs I would recommend by him are like Breaking a Sweat. He actually does a song with the Doors. That's impressive. The Doors are like 75, probably going on 80, and they do a song with him. And he blends it well together. The guy is actually a musician. You can argue all you want that all he does is press a space bar, or all he does is drag and drop beats. That's not the case. If you look at some of like the unedited beats of his, it's like 30 layers of just stuff. And the guy knows what he's talking about. He was in bands beforehand. You know, he is a musician. And you know, people are like, oh, dubstep isn't music, it's just random noises. Then you go out and make some and tell me how easy it is. But yeah, there's number 4, I guess that is now. Let's move on to number 5. This is more directed exactly at my mom, but here goes. So she says that what I do up here is like a waste of time. Not making videos. She doesn't even know I do that. But even just playing games, she's like, it's so unproductive and it's such a waste of time and you don't have a life. She literally told me that once, and I just laughed. But you know, every hobby that someone has is unproductive, and no one understands that. Like my mom was like, oh, you should like do latch hook. I'm like, who does latch hook? But she's like, well, at least that's productive. No, it isn't. I mean, what is that productive for? I mean, you make the latch hook, and then what? You know, it's not like it's good for one situation, and that's like you don't go, you can make a pillow. That's pretty much what latch hook is good for. And that's not productive. That's not productive at all. That's wasting your time just like you are playing video games. And even like learning an instrument, I used to play drums and I tried to pick up bass, and that's good in one situation. That's good, you know, to go into a band or just to like kill time up in your room. And that's pretty much what I'm doing with all of this stuff. I'm killing time. And if anything, I'm being productive in making these videos and, you know, trying to do something more with them than I normally would. I'm trying to, you know, like enjoy it more, and I'm trying to make other people enjoy what I'm doing. And, you know, I don't see that as unproductive. I don't really see that as being any more unproductive as making a latch hook rug, or, you know, cleaning, that's kind of productive, but what's another stupid hobby that people have? Like, you know, that's what I'm talking about, like or like word searches, or, you know, putting together a puzzle. That's not productive at all. You know, that's just a time kill, just like what I'm doing here. Maybe you're using their brain a little bit more, but, you know, I still feel that I still have to think to play these games. And, you know, people might see them as mindless, but they're not. And, you know, that's a hobby. A hobby is a time kill. And pretty much your whole life is spent as a time kill. When you're in school or at work, what are you doing? Killing time. You know, like, basically, it's unfortunate to think of it that way, but life is a time kill, pretty much. If you're not doing something super fun, you're wishing it was going by faster. And then, when you're on your deathbed, you're like, oh, I wish I didn't think that way. But, whatever. Yeah, this commentary's wrapping up here. I got through 5 reasons. That's a little less than I thought I would, but I thought it was fun to do. And yeah, go back to the channel update thing. Let me know what you guys think. Here I'm just gonna take down Muggshot. You know, this is the stupidest boss fight. How do mirrors hurt somebody? Come on. I don't know if they hurt him or if they just destroy his guns, but it's confusing that it like hurts him. And why does it always redirect in the same, like, right toward Muggshot, you know? If there's just a bunch of diamonds in the ground, it's not going to redirect exactly toward the guy with the guns. But whatever. Yeah, this is once again an old platformer, and I still love it. I still love it. This boss fight never made sense to me, but that's cool. So next video is gonna be in Vicious Voodoo. Gotta freaking love Vicious Voodoo. I love Ms. Ruby's world. And yeah, here I'm just gonna show the trophies that I have, and you should see all that coming up right here. Basically, you should have 16 bronze, 2 silver, and 2 gold. And I'm out. See you later. All alone, it was a fever. A high-headed, cold-hearted believer.